it's time to continue. Do you know why? Because as I said, every stream is going to start with a yell.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Okay, I'm back.
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Hmm? Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that LENEGIS is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over LENEGIS?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and LENEGIS.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dahna? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling LENEGIS alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of LENEGIS has ever been there?
Oh, hold up, what are you getting at, Tohaleen?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on LENEGIS has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on LENEGIS single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over LENEGIS from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and LENEGIS. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on LENEGIS. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Dahnan. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. But that's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 Sovereigns would...
Hello again, Daniel. Okay, so this is weird. So I don't get the purpose of all of this. Okay, so let's see. Since you came in now, you just have to watch like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes worth of VOD, and that's it. But give me a second here.
need to exist at any one
good.
time. One whose job it is to rule. and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganath Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma.
Wait. Okay. Oh, Inferno, what's up? I ain't expect to see you here. How you doing? Did get some time before I start working. Okay, cool.
The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it! I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Dahnan city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
Yep.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey! What's got into Alphen and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
I have to start working. I'll call you tomorrow and talk tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright, bro. Okay. So with that in mind, let's see. There we go.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do. I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegus now. Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us DAHNANS, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Alright, we'll get to learn some more information about them. That's good. Wait, hold up. Walsley Teldilis? Wait, that's Balsil's real name? Oh my goodness. That does not suit him at all. I see why his name is... I see why it's Balsilf instead. Dillis doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that.
Yes!
Huh. So Balself was well, so he was a family man. Well, that's certainly interesting.
Yes!
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
Right.
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
Okay. She seems nice. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed House Ilkaris, and his name Lord Dohley. Oh my goodness. Oh, what the? You already know Dolan like that.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of LENEGIS then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Oh my goodness. I wonder if anybody has anything to say about Almadria. Like, if I hear something about Almadria being nice, that would definitely shock me.
What?
Oh wait. He said dreadful Lord Almadria. Wait, Valkyris? Oh, that's a Ganabelt.
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
Yeah.
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Dahnans?
Hold on. Is there anybody that's saying anything positive about Almadria? Because I need to see this. So, Dan, do you think that anybody's going to say something nice about Almadria?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed, the effects of Lenegis's transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Pardon me.
House Chimeras. Oh my goodness. This woman looks very arrogant too. Only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest. She also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. This woman is an absolute fucking menace. Yeah, I'm glad Volrine had took care of her.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so the only one so far that that had his reasons, at least that's the way it seemed. Balself, even though he was terrible too, it seemed like he was at least a little more decent than the other ones, because he was looking out for his family and his house. So I get that. But Ganabelt, I mean, that guy basically still described him as a tyrant, even though he didn't know it. And Almadria, well, yeah, she just fucking despicable. There's no way around that. Oh, just got some sheep meat. Nice. Okay, so the last one is Volrine.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Erwal Gildress. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, Erwal is the true water lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident like they say. Well, I am very biased, but yeah, for Volrine, I don't care how horrible he is. I think he's perfect. Ah yes, House Ignisari, the best one.
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Harrows changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about
Very
it, the
interesting.
families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too.
Oh yeah.
Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Yeah.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Dahnan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one.
Exactly.
I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
So, here's the thing. Since we learned a little bit more about the Lords, like I said before, the only one that I'm willing to, give a little more leniency for is Balsif. Because if what that person said was accurate, then it seemed like he cared a lot about his family and his supporters. So there ain't nothing wrong with that. However, the things he still did was very shitty. So he'll be the easiest to forgive. The one that will be, unforgivable is Almadria. Almadria is just terrible all around. And plus, like I said, Volron is perfect. So I have nothing to say.
I'll hold on to that.
Yeah, it's very strange that even the people don't even know what's going on.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfried Milgras, the former lord of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now
That's
that
weird.
you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
So, okay. Alright, so let me get this straight. So, all the people on Lenegis, for some reason, they don't notice anything that can be odd, and anything that's like, you know, controlling things from behind the scenes, they don't notice those things at all because they were raised to just accept things as they are. No matter how strange it would be to a normal person, they just have to accept it. And it's like okay, but who's the one that's actually pulling the strings? Somebody has to be making these people delusional like this. So it has to do with whoever the current sovereign is and that red woman. I'm thinking that red woman probably has a lot to do with it because I don't think they still answered that one thing. So, Daniel, you remember back when they first talked about the red woman? And I think it was Law that said, like, didn't y'all see the red woman, you know, next to the lords? Like, she's been there the whole time. And I'm pretty sure it was Dohalim and Shion. Both of them said they couldn't see her. Like, the first time they saw her was when she had appeared before them and stole the Rena's Alma. And it's like, wait, so how the fuck is that possible? And then on top of that, it's like, if they saw the red woman the whole time, then why didn't they say anything about it? So I don't know what's going on here.
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
Yeah.
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, I definitely want to find out some answers. Because too many things haven't made much sense. What the? Hey, Daniel, look. It's you as a kid.
Doe?
Faria.
Varya?
Oh, hold
Isn't
up.
that the person that Avakir guy was...
Yeah, shut up,
But
Law.
why are you here? Wait, don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnagan to secure your position as Lord, you still... Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Dahnan rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
What the fuck? Bro! What the fuck is she doing? What is going on? I don't understand. So you say you're confused? Shoot, I am too.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Man, this is heavy. Okay. So let's continue. Let's see what else we can find out.
I'll hold on to that.
Wait a second. I need 2 tofu. Is that... Wait. Don't I still have that one, I think there might be a side quest I still need to complete or something. I think it was for that gourmand. I don't know. If I need another tofu, then that might be it. Because I don't remember if I completed that side quest or not.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah. It must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renans sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing.
Yep.
Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
Oh.
How could I tell her?
Okay. Yeah. I knew there was something strange about that, because he wouldn't kill a person for no reason. So it was his friend that was doing some dirty shit in order to try to get the throne. So he was forced to kill him.
Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Dahnans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim.
Yeah?
You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes people that actually really do have good hearts, they have to tread the path of darkness. Yeah, that's just the way it is for some people. So even though some people might see them as a demon for what they did, it's like, well, that's not the truth. It's just a little more complicated.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
No.
Alphen.
Yeah?
I
That was
never
his other
appreciated
friend.
until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
What do you
Just
say
know
we
too
check
little.
back in on the ranch?
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
So, Daniel, you say tofu is actually good? Did you say that tofu is actually good? Said it was okay, but you want to try it again? Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, growing up, tofu was just one of those things. I heard about it, and I was like, yeah, I probably don't want to try that. You know, and I was just like, yeah, it sounds like some crap that only vegetarians eat. He said that's why you want to eat it. Yeah. See, I eat basically everything. You know, I eat a lot of vegetables. I eat, you know, pretty much any type of meat. And just like yeah, tofu. Yeah, it just didn't sound appetizing. I was like, no. But I've never had the opportunity to try it either, though. I'd give it a shot one day, but I'm definitely not optimistic. I doubt I'll actually like it.
Did we really just spend that much money?
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Wait, soy milk? Yes. I I tried it like a couple of times. It wasn't that bad. But the type of milk that I prefer drinking is almond milk. It's the same? The same as soy milk? Huh. Yeah, soy milk as far as I remember, it was okay. I think I had the organic type though. And it had to be a specific brand. So yeah, I thought it was good.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Wait, level 44.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menencia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Glacial Spear! We're evil! Ground and pound! Freeze Lancer!
Begin! Taste it! It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Now you see what I can do.
I'll take you.
Fire report! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here's a healing arm! That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Lightning meteor! Yeah! You're all
Destruction!
I'll thank you.
Forward blade!
Here's a healing arm!
There are three Make it away!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
I'll play it rare.
Take that!
Denied!
Elusive deity! Begin!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here's a healing arm!
Elusive deity! Outfit! In an instant!
Impact raw.
There! Go!
I'll thank you!
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Harros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Okay, just a second. Okay. What the hell?
Get lost! Here goes!
No further!
Inferno piercing!
Begin! I'll blind you into dust!
These ones can run rings around us!
Ignite!
Glacial party!
I'll face you! Dance on the wind! I'll blind you into dust! Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Here's a healing
I'll
arm!
face you!
Going in!
Come on! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! Come on!
Sword rain alpha!
Begin! Does it hurt?
Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern!
Take this! Elusive deity! Can you take it?
Swallow Blade! Do it!
In a bind?
Take this! Lunar
Begin!
Rocket!
The tempest engulfs you!
Swallow Blade!
I'll blind you into dust!
Take this!
Can you take it?
Here I come! Rising Falcon!
Now we're not...
Dragon Swarm!
Deity! Take this! Soaring blast!
Here I come! Here I come! Sword rain alpha!
Everlasting dark!
Blow away!
Begin! No further!
Double Demon Fang!
Blind you into dust!
Eternal Devastation!
Crescent flash! I'll blind you into dust!
Rimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'll face you!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Crescent flash!
Do it!
Outfit!
Eternal Devastation! In an instant!
Impact cross.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Oh hell. Okay, this is gonna suck.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Can you take it? How about this? The tempest engulfs you!
Lunar corruption!
Time to cross blade!
Begin! Come on!
Double Demon Fang!
Begin! Come on!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolition!
Here's a healing arm!
You require
Lunar Rondo!
dance on the wind!
Phoenix!
Radiant pierce!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
I'll leave it to you!
Crescent flash!
Eternal Devastation!
Rising
Wyvern!
I'll face you!
Megasonic Thrust! Sonic Thrust! Try this! Splendid Blast!
Blood! Rending you apart!
Rising Wyvern!
On your knees!
Rising Phoenix!
Air pressure!
Sonic Thrust!
Lunar corruption!
On your
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Wait, wait. Oh, okay.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
reflect on my skin!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
I'll heal you all!
Reflect on thy
Demon
skin!
Fang!
They smite with blackened blade!
Double Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike! Finish without a trace!
Execution!
Blizzard bloom!
Try this!
Flaming meteor!
Explosive
Reflect
Ray!
on thy skin! They smite with blackened blade!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Reflect on thy skin! They smite with blackened blade!
Flaming meteor! Inferno! Won't lose!
Here I come!
Piercing roar!
Severing wind!
Can you take it? Does it hurt? I'll blind you into dust!
First aid! Radiant light! Pierce!
I'll
This
face you!
one's mine!
Guardian shield! I got you!
Begin!
Without a
Come
trace!
on!
Hurricane strike!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
Hurricane healing circle!
You're mine!
Glacial punch!
Slack assault! I'll face you! Seismic Dragon Swarm!
Back into the fray!
Sonic Thrust! This one's all mine doing the job! Rending Flash!
Seismic Rupture!
Use a healing art!
Eater!
Glacial Fire!
I'll face you!
Hurricane! Lunar Corruption!
I'll grind you into dust!
Lunar Blast! Back into the fray!
I'll face you!
Let me help!
Elusive Steed!
Time to stop!
Eagle Wave!
Glacial Spear!
My reach is even
Lord up!
wider! I'll face you! I'll grind you into dust!
This one's mine!
Seismic Rupture! I'll grind you into dust!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! How about this?
Seismic Rupture! I'll grind you into dust! Begin! Take this! Take this! I see you! In your face!
Flaming Meteor!
I'll face you!
You're mine! Piercing Fire!
This one's mine!
By the power of flame!
Take
Vanish
this!
without a turning meteor!
I'll grind you into dust!
Finish it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
No choice! Oh my lord! My deal?
Seismic Rupture! Sorry,
I can read your
in a
moves like a
bind?
book.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll face you! Release! Seismic Rupture! Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And
Far enough!
Radiant Pierce!
The flame inside me! You're taking it straight!
begin!
You picked the wrong side!
Flaming Meteor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Now you see what I can do!
Not too shy to come over!
Here!
Grind you into Take this!
Take this!
Begin!
Hurricane Strike! Freeze the ball!
I'm not done! The flame inside me!
You'll soon see about that!
This one's mine!
I'll face you!
You're mine!
Take this! Locked and loaded!
Blow away!
No further!
Arc Field!
Look sharp!
Inferno! Make it rain!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Can you take it?
This one's mine!
I'm only getting an Inferno attack! I'll heal you all!
Elusive deity! Eagle Ray!
This one's mine!
Thank you!
Blizzard blow! Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Flaming Meteor!
Armor won't save you!
I'm out of it!
Does it hurt? I'll grind you into prepare to be seen down!
Vanish without a trace!
Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Can you take it? Look sharp!
Make it rain! It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Don't push yourself too hard.
Ah! Hey, Alberta. I'm glad you brought the energy that was required of you. Yeah, because just like I told Daniel earlier, if you don't yell, then I don't recognize you.
Right, here goes! You got spirit!
Glacial Spear!
This one's mine!
I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn!
Inferno Prophet!
Get Denied! Begin! Can't get out of this! Be still! Thank you! Flaming meteor! Can you take it? Elusive deity! Eagle rage! Raining flash! Hurricane strike! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare demolitor! Ringwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Gem.
Can you take it? This one's mine! Ha! Glacial Rising Wyvern! Tiger Blade! Lion Cowl! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Here, let's face you! First aid!
You managed to pull through.
Hold up, wait.
Those
Get to
soldiers
another
don't
fight.
seem to have any qualms about it.
Oh shoot.
Attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand?
Right, here goes!
Can you take it?
You're mine!
As if the normal creepy colors aren't disgusting enough. Here, let me help.
Vanish without a trace! Take this! The flame inside me! Engulfs you! Let's free!
Okay. Oh wait, and Alberto, you have to watch like an hour and I think like 18 minutes of VOD or something like that. Somewhere around there. Oh wait, and plus you gotta watch the other VOD too.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Here I go!
Let me help.
Demon Fang! Burn!
Lunar corruption!
Thanks!
That's right.
Vacuum blade!
I'm grateful.
Thanks, Kisara.
Demon Fang!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Glacial Punch! Burning Strike!
Not today! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Frost! Rising Phoenix!
Need to pull my
Eternal Devastation!
That'll bring you down.
Shield and ready to go! Sword Rain Alpha!
See what I can do!
No further!
I don't even know the word
To be
defeat.
let free! Double Demon Fang! Engulfs you!
Glacial Steel.
Not today! Tempest engulfs you! Double Demon Fang! Can you take it? Rising Wyvern! Take this!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! Searing Flame!
Seismic Rupture!
Into the fray!
Tempest engulfs you! Double Demon Fang! Seismic Rupture!
Hurricane Blade!
Begin! Heavy Steel! Seismic Rupture! Outrun you with a shot! Dragon Swarm!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Eternal Devastation! Seismic Rupture! Demon Fang! Seismic Rupture!
Here, let me help! This one's mine!
Eat dirt!
By the power of flame! Shield and
Seismic Rupture! Crescent Crash!
primed and ready! Lion Power!
Elusive Deity! Rising Wyvern!
Shield and
Can you take it? Eagle Rage! Demon Can't end here.
Don't leave me! Now to pieces!
Instinct sharpen.
Explosion!
There.
Here's a healing! Far enough! I'm ready to go! This one's got your name on it!
Yes, sir.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Yeah, come on with it. Let's keep fighting.
That's far enough!
Bring him down. Smash you.
Nope, stop that.
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
Yeah, stay still.
Begin. Does it hurt?
I'm ready to go! So this one
Fire support. Can you take it? Does it hurt? Come on. Burn in hell.
healing
I'll
from
save you.
This one's mine!
Double demon.
This one's mine!
Does it hurt?
I know where you are!
Double demon back. I'll grind destruction. Seismic rush.
Do it!
Long. Hey. Blow them away.
Mega ray!
Here I go. Take this. Big Sam. Can't get out of this. Begin. Here I come.
I'll heal you all!
Stardust. Does it hurt? Dance in the wind. This one's all mine. Burn. Take this. Rising Wyvern. Suicide Spear. I'll grind you into dust. Demon Fang. Dance in the wind.
Nope, stop that.
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Here's a healing arc! This one's mine! Tiger ray!
Double Demon Fang.
Elusive deity!
Eagle Ray.
Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Third, the classic.
I need to be stronger.
Come on with it. I ain't stopping.
Coming through. No further.
On guard!
Can you take it? Does it hurt? Take it. Double Demon Fang.
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
Destruction. You're mine. Ignite.
Can you do what?
I'll thank you.
Hey, Arcus. Welcome to the stream. Sure, what you want to ask me?
Back to the blade. You're mine.
I must remember my limits.
I'll thank you. You're mine. You're mine.
Ooh, shoot, okay.
I'll grind you into dust. Behold, the Earth's pulse. Tectonic vision.
Sir. Okay, let me see. You think this game is worth 20 bucks? Never played a Tales game in my life? Oh, shoot, for 20 bucks, this is an absolute steal. I love Tales games. I've beaten like, let's see. I've beaten Tales of the Abyss, Berseria, Zestiria, and I also have Vesperia on the Switch, but I haven't played it yet. And I'm about to beat this one pretty soon, I think. But yeah, they're absolutely worth it. Now, I had paid full price for this game. But yeah, just check out the gameplay and see if you like it.
You picked the wrong fight.
Now, I'm pretty far in the game, so the things I'm doing right now is stuff that you won't be able to do until like later on.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I can't heal you forever!
I can carve through Double demon fang!
Lunar correction! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here's a healing arc!
Okay, and you need to stop. Oh, didn't work? Okay, okay. You're done.
This one's got your name on it!
My concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired.
More gold. Thank you. I'm a bit torn since Persona 5 is coming out in 7 days, so don't know what to get. Oh, okay. That's an incredibly tough decision because Persona 5 is actually my favorite game of all time. So, alright, here's the thing. I would highly recommend Persona 5 to anybody. You know, if they never played Persona or not. But, in either case, if you get either Tales or this, it's well worth it. Trust me. So my personal recommendation for you, if you want to save for Persona, then go for it. But definitely get this later. But I don't know how long it's going to be on sale. So you do have to consider that as well. Let's see. I completely forgot it comes out in 7 days. Yeah, I had forgot about it too. But, you know, I don't have to worry about all of that because I already have Royal and I already beat Vanilla and everything. And I've already played through it like 3 times. But yeah, Arcus, yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm torn between both because I love both games. Alright, thanks my guy. After playing P4, I really want to try out P5. Heard the dungeons are a lot better. Oh yeah, absolutely. I played a little bit of P4. I'm at, let's see, I'm past Kanji's dungeon. So I already beat that. I'm like in the intermediary part in between that. That's where I stopped at currently. So I need to get back on it, but yeah. As far as dungeons in P5, oh yeah, they're a lot better. Pretty big emphasis on like sneaking around, you know, but that's for like purely advantage purposes. You know, the combat is real smooth. You're going to love the dialogue. Oh, I will warn you, the first palace is very rough, so definitely make sure you grind for a while. But then after that, everything's smooth sailing. But yeah, that was a great question though, because yeah, it's really hard to choose in that case. Now let's see. Well, let me go ahead and save it real quick as well. Yeah, I can't wait for P5. About to start shadow boxing. Yes, sir. Okay, now let me look at this map. Have I explored everything? I think I've been to all of these different points. Yeah, I should be good. Okay. Now let's go through this portal and see what's going on. Show them shadows who's boss. Exactly. Oh, another thing about P5 Arcus. So for every character, you know how Persona 4 has that very very happy vibe to it? P5 is more like a realistic sort of thing, more like taking on society and has a more dark story along with it. Yeah, it's more like that. You know, P4 is definitely more about like happy vibes and you're having a good relationship with your friends and all of that. Yeah, P5 is not like that. It's going to make you have a lot of thought-provoking moments. So no power of friendship. There definitely is that. There's definitely power of friendship in P5, but it's not quite as strong as P4. P4 is all about that, as far as I know. P5 is more about like having realistic, like outlooks on life, and the people that are viewed as outcasts, yeah, you get to see their type of perspective. So that's one of the reasons why I really love it. Of course, Alberto had to say for real.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Oh yeah, and now, for what you're seeing right now with my characters, you see how they have like, like with this girl in pink right here? You know, she has the hair clip and everything. Yeah, in Tales games, you can add like cosmetics to all your characters. Now, you can do it, just purely for fun. It changes nothing about them. It's just, stuff that you can add for like memes or whatever, or just to make them look cooler. That's kind of like, Tales' thing. You get like little cosmetic items, and you can add a bunch of really cool stuff. I even made a Discord emote, out of one of the characters in this game, because I had put some funny glasses on her.
Alphen.
But see, Tales games are definitely slept on by a lot of people. So it's not surprising that you haven't played any of them, but believe me, they're worth it. Ah, the sovereign powers, okay. There we go.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Arise got my attention because the smooth combat and art style looking clean as hell. Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, Arise is a lot of people's first Tales game. Which, that's not a bad thing at all. Tales games are not, they're usually not like related to each other. They're usually standalone experiences. The only 2 that I know of that are linked together are Berseria and Zestiria. Like, because their timelines are pretty much the same. And Berseria is a prequel to Zestiria.
Again.
Tomorrow's the spirit.
Oh, just so you know, Berseria is the better game by far,
we'll
at least in my
play
opinion.
our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself.
She looked just like Xion.
They said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds, but neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Yep.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to LENEGIS. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Okay.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad.
Yeah, because they don't know anything.
I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Okay. I don't know if I'm about to fight another boss in a little bit here or what. Running a bit late, so I have to go. But thanks for your advice, and I'll be back on your streams for other time. Feel cool. Okay, I appreciate it, Arcus. Yeah, thanks for being here, and yeah, I appreciate the question. Yeah, hope to see you again soon. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, wait, I got to heal up. Oh, yep, there's going to be a boss. Alright, come on with it. Who we fighting? Actually, hold up. It's a little side note. So, Alberto, Daniel, do y'all think that Voron is dead? Because I don't think so. I think he's still alive. It wouldn't be that easy, I don't think so.
How did you get in here?
Yeah.
Wait, something about her isn't right.
Oh, wait. Okay, Daniel, you remember when the red woman had appeared and she had she was right behind Faria? Yeah, so she must have did something to her. Ah, crap. Oh, by the way, Alberto, you have a jump scare that's incoming when you watch the vibe for this one. Yeah, you're gonna have a nice little jump scare. So, you know, in the spirit of October.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Wait, is that a master core? Oh, fuck. Oh, great.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Tormented limb.
What? I've never known Faria to go through moves like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master sword?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handled the dude. Then we get some answers.
Damn, hold up. What the fuck? Hey, you need to chill out.
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Can you take it?
Guardian, I'm ready to go.
Take this!
Not done yet.
Seismic Rising! I'll grind you into dust!
I'm ready to go. Far enough.
Megasonic drop!
Which one? Radiant here.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
I'm out of ammo.
Explosive ring!
Hurricane strike. Beast assault.
Can you take it?
Shield annihilation. By the power of flame. Vanish without a hurricane strike.
Rising Wyvern!
Crescent flash!
You're mine!
Hasn't moved.
Forgive me.
Inferno
This is my fate. Can you take it?
The power of light. I'll bring you back from death to this.
Begin! Does it hurt? Take this!
Now to pieces.
Seismic
Flaming meteor.
I'll grind you into dust!
Luna Inferno approaching.
You're mine!
Gemini Alpha.
Swallow blade!
I'll take
Sword Alpha!
Take this!
Blow away!
Luna Crucial.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Hang fire. Beast assault. Radiant water. Here. Water, hear my call.
Begin!
This one's mine.
I'll grind you into dust!
Okay.
Freeze laser. Light up storm. Ready to go. Healing circle.
Eat dirt!
Appreciate the help. Reload. Slide
Does it hurt?
Luna Blasting.
Shockwave flash! Does it hurt?
Gemini Alpha.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Annihilation.
Tempest engulfs you!
Rain slap. Reload.
Eternal
Can
devastation!
you take it? Does it hurt? Elusive deity! Eagle ray! You're mine!
How about this?
Here I come!
Hurricane strike.
Sonic
I'll
drop!
grind you into dust!
Blizzard
Now
blow.
it's my turn!
Luna Flaming meteor. Gemini Alpha.
Blow away!
By the power of flame.
Demon
Vanish
Fang.
without a trace.
I'll face you!
Explosion.
You're mine!
On guard.
Double demon!
No further!
Demon Fang!
Idiot. Now you've gone and
I
ticked
couldn't
me
make
off.
it in time.
Healing circle. Hurricane Take this. This one's mine. Hurricane strike you with a shot. This one's mine. I see you. In your face. Can you take it? Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Glacial fire. Freeze laser. Defeat assault.
Oh, he's frozen? He did. Yeah.
Now we're not away. Not today.
Use its weak point.
Get your ass down.
All together, everyone. Far enough.
Yep, stop that.
Here goes. Hurricane strike. Make it rain.
Uh-huh.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
I'll face you. How about this?
Start up. Rising Falcon.
I'll blind you with a shot. The tempest engulfs you.
Uh-oh. Okay. What you gonna do?
Wits about you, people.
Demon Fang.
Piercing
Rising Wyvern.
Okay.
Don't give up.
Don't get carried away.
Back from depths of this.
Begin.
Ready to go. Resuscitate. Unite.
Nope. Oh, wait, that's right. It doesn't work when they're awakened.
Can't get out of this.
Nope.
This one's mine.
Rising Wyvern.
Here, let me help. Flaming meteor.
In your deck.
Inferno something.
This one's
Okay,
mine.
you need to stop.
Laser spear. Here's evil.
Does it hurt?
I'm ready to go.
Alpha.
I'll heal you all. This one's mine.
Double Demon Fang.
Flaming fury.
Double Demon Fang.
Flaming meteor. Freeze laser.
Slut. Can you take it?
Glacial fire.
Demon Fang.
Inferno something.
No further.
By the power of water.
Can you take it?
March to peace. Leave the choice to me.
Begin.
Ground and pearl.
Use too much.
Appreciate the help.
I'll grind you with a shot. I'll grind you with a shot. I'll face you. I'm nearly done
Let
for.
the marksman.
Demon
Can you
Fang.
take it?
One's
Does it
mine.
hurt? Take it.
Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
Far enough.
I have no limits. You'll pay for that.
Oh, shit. He caught me.
Demon Fang. Flame inside me. Yours to be rent free.
Water, hear my call.
Okay. Hold up.
Glacial spear. Here's I'm almost done.
My praise coming from you.
Said almost. Don't get carried away.
Begin.
You're mine.
Take this.
You're mine.
That move.
Demon Fang. Here comes the big one.
Okay.
Swivel blade.
No further.
Demon Fang.
In your deck.
The flame inside me. Yours to be let free. Not today.
Take this. Does it hurt?
Rising Wyvern.
Take this.
Lunar
Don't get
Rondo.
carried away.
Nope.
I'll face you.
Here I come.
Prepare to be sealed. Pounce it. Seismic rupture.
Double Demon
Grind you
Fang.
with a shot.
Devastation. Demon Fang.
I'll face you.
Sonic thrust.
In your face. Can you take it?
Take it.
You're mine. Take this. In a bind.
This one's mine.
I'll smash you.
Blizzard blow.
I'll face you.
Hold up.
Here comes the one. Freeze water.
Not done yet.
Here's the hero.
Demon Fang.
First aid.
You're done.
Astral energy, full throttle.
Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning.
Oh, hell no.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnagan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
Huh. Okay. Avakir seems like he's decent.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we
All
could
right.
stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Whew. Quite a battle. Okay. So. Okay. Oh, wait. Gotta skip.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Yes, she was.
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise.
Okay, so here's one thing. I don't know exactly what the Red Woman is, but I'm pretty sure she's just another puppet as well. Because it doesn't seem like she can talk. So I think she's just another tool used by whoever is really in charge. Which I think it's yeah, I think it's my favorite character, Voron. Cause like I said, I bet he's still alive. Oh, by the way, Alberto. Yeah, you should have heard me gushing about Voron earlier. I said that he was perfect. Because we got to learn about the lords a little bit, you know, from their followers. Because we were just asking people around LENEGIS here. And yeah, they spoke about each one. And Balsev, he was surprisingly a family man, and he protected his followers. So he seemed like he was at least halfway decent. Ganabelt, he still sounded like a damn tyrant, which he is. And Almadria, yeah, she sounded horrible no matter what the followers said. But yeah, Voron, yeah, he's perfect. Like even though the person I was talking to said that, yeah, his house came out of nowhere, you know, House Ignisari, yeah, it came out of nowhere, so nobody knows who he is, and all of a sudden he just attained the position of Lord, but it doesn't matter, he's perfect. He deserved his position, and he's a wonderful character. That's all there needs to be said.
The feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in LENEGIS is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Wait, this is the Renus Alma, isn't it?
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Wait, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
Yep. It looks like the origin.
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
Wait. Hold up. I wonder if it's similar to Dissidia. Because, okay, so there's a game called Dissidia Final Fantasy. And I remember the 2 main guys were Cosmos and Chaos. Now the thing is, it's like one of them was benevolent, that was Cosmos, and then Chaos was he was the malevolent one. So I wonder if it's something similar to that. I wonder if there's like 2 gods, like the will of Dana is actually a deity, and the will of Rena is also a deity. It's just that Rena is the evil one. I wonder if that's the case. I guess we'll find out later, but yeah, I have a little suspicion that that's probably what's going on here. Because it doesn't seem like it's just, like whoever the Sovereign is and, and the Red Woman and all that crap. Now, I think there's somebody even bigger than that. It has to be like a deity or something.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions, I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
Or, like I said, a deity.
That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent. Soon, you might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Oh, hold up. We got a turning point.
I just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
Actually, just in case, let me make another save file. Yeah. Okay.
Soon, I have to be ready to face any. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Let's go.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
Yeah,
The
quite
Forbidden
naturally.
Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long. I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait. I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Right. And if so, like, what does that mean?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and LENEGIS combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me, meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
Yeah. See, and that... Yeah, just like I was saying earlier, I think that she's just a puppet.
She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
Yeah.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Okay, let's look at the skip.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Yeah, we got you, Alvin. Okay. So, yeah, let's try to sift through all of this information. So, wait, what's in here? Oh, okay, hold up. Alright, so Lords. What we got? Okay. Okay. Selection process is based on natural artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Okay, yeah. Because only the strong is going to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. Okay, yeah, okay, so all of this stuff we already knew about. Alright, so what's next? Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. Oh, wait, hold up. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. Well, yeah, that's definitely Vorine, okay. Under consideration for disposal. So they wanted to get rid of Vorine? Okay, so as an addendum, this is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established controlled protocols. Plan 2. Under the guise of serving as a lord. So him being a lord in the first place was a ruse. Oh wait. Well, yeah, because he was a sovereign, but what does that mean, though? Okay. What about this one? Master Course, okay. Okay, yeah. The Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renus Alma is ready to be reformed. His existence kept top secret. Wait, so that was added recently because the crown contest has been halted. Okay, so who added that information? Okay, so let's check out spirit cores. Okay. Ah, yeah, talking about enslaving the DAHNANS in order to harvest more astral energy. Okay. Wait. So LENEGIS is a large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts an elemental composition of DAHNANS astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Ah, okay. I see. Okay. Detachable harvester. Oh wait. This must be talking about the wedges. Sedative mask. So Alphen's Iron Mask. Ah, okay, okay. So they were watching Volrine as he took over. Okay. Wow. Okay. Is there anything back here in particular? Huh. So I just gotta look at the central panel. Let me take a look at oh, wait. Okay. Equal affinity for every astral element. Ah, okay, okay. That makes sense. Because, yeah, the Sovereign can use every element, so they need somebody that has an affinity for each one. So, yeah, and everybody has an affinity for a certain element. So that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, that's why it was so rare for them to find a good test subject. Ah, okay, so that's the reason. Okay, gotcha. Oh wow. So they even accounted for the relationship between the sovereign and the maiden. So all for the sake of their experiment. So yeah, if they're closer together, then they'll be able to have a more positive result for the experiment. Man, these people are something else. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause of the past sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. In line with the planned adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Oh. Okay. Well, that's certainly a lot. But that was interesting. So do we have some more in here? Grape gel, yes. One that I don't have to pay for. That's good. Okay. Treasure. Let me get that. 3 life bottles. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay. Alright, I think I'm good. Wait, another memory? Ah. Back when he had the mask on.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell. His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%?
Oh, damn.
And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, LENEGIS will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Elfin. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough.
Okay. Now look. I might be the only person thinking it. But, Naori, she kind of thick. It's like, damn. I see where she gonna get it from. It's like, sheesh.
Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Okay. Bit by bit, we're learning. This is good. Wait. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I can say one thing. I don't feel like fighting right now. I want to learn more about what happened. Wait, a heavy treat. Oh, great. Say, I probably am about to fight. Wait, what?
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renaissance was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. The Sovereign. They linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dahna. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
What? Wait, hold up.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a maiden in Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
It's the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oh. Yeah, let me get that. So Dale Marthalis? Oh, hold up. Wait a second. Oh, and look at that. A new screen. Let me take a screenshot. That is amazing. Yes, sir. Alright, hold up. Ah, yeah, this is a new sword right here. Alright, let me make sure I equip it. Okay, it's already equipped. Nice. And for Shion. Okay. Cool. Look at him, he's like a freaking king. Alright, hold up. He don't need the horns anymore. Yeah, Alpha, you don't need the horns. She don't need the hair clip. Yeah, they fine just as they are. So cool. Oh yeah, we in there now. Let's see.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Dahnans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dahna.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Dahnans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Incredible. Man, look at my boy Alvin. Yeah, this is the cleanest outfit. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point. Okay, so let's see, what am I gonna play next? I'm thinking Omori. Yeah, I'm thinking Omori, or I could play one of my fighting games. I'll think about it. I'll be back. Thanks for watching, y'all.